I'll explain to you the attribution theory. Attribution theory is the perceptual process of the deciding whether on the observed behavior or event is caused largely by the person, internal, or by the environment, external factors. Attribution error divided into two: fundamental attribution error and self-serving bias. Fundamental attribution error is the attributing other actions to external factors, whether we recognize both internal and external causes of our own action. Self-serving bias is the attributing our success to internal factor and our failure to external factor. It is divided into two: internal attribution and external attribution. Internal attribution is the perception that person behavior is due to the motivation or ability. External attribution is the perception that behavior is due to the situation or fate rather than a person.
My name is Radamita Ahmad. Next, I will talk about attribution errors. Attribution is a source of few perceptual errors that the most common of which are fundamental attribution errors and self-serving bias. I will highlight more on fundamental attribution errors, which refer to our tendency to perceive another person's actions as caused mainly by internal attribution, whereas we recognize both internal and external causes of our own actions. We tend to identify the co-worker's motivation as the main reason why he or she is late for work. For example, doesn't like that job, whereas we attribute our own lateness partly or mostly to external factors such as traffic jams, failed alarm clocks, or unexpected emergencies getting the kids ready for school. Fundamental attribution error occurs because observer can easily see the external factors that constrain the person's behavior. We don't see the traffic jam that caused the person to be late. For instance, research suggests that fundamental attribution error is more common in Western countries than in Asian culture, where people who are taught from an early age to pay attention to the context in interpersonal relation and to see everything as being connected in a holistic way, in engaging and developing the world person as a person behavior. We don't see the traffic jam that caused the person to be late. For instance, research suggests that fundamental attribution error is more common in Western countries than in Asian culture, where people who are taught from an early age to pay attention to the context in interpersonal relation and to see everything as being connected in a holistic way, in engaging and developing the world person as a different level, physical and emotional, mental and spiritual. It's the concept that the human being is multi-dimensional, that we have unconscious and conscious aspect, rational and irrational aspect.
Primary and recency are terms used in psychology to describe the effect order of presentation on memory. Primary effects is our tendency to quickly form an opinion of people on the basis of their first impression. This rapid perceptual organization and interpretation occurs because we need to make sense of the world around us. In other words, primary effects result in information presented earlier being better remembered than information presented later on. It is the notion that first impressions are the lasting impression. For example, when participants are asked to memorize a long list of the word, they will recall the word at the beginning of the list better than those in the middle. So, if you want something to stand out in a person's mind, use it at the beginning of conversation or written list. Don't let it get lost in the middle. Repeat the message consecutively several times to embed in their minds.
Next is the recency effect. The recency effect occurs when the most recent information received dominates our perception. This happens when people are making evaluation involving complex information. For example, when a supervisor is evaluating on his or her employees, he or she will evaluate on the most recent performance of her or his employees, which will influence his or her judgment.